Jolly's Beer Shack. It is in session now. We have a podcast, Jolly's Beer Shack Barroom Talk. One of our volumes. What volume is this? Our podcast, Josh Jolly.
Number two.
Number two is kind of what we're hoping to do this. It's, of course, Barroom Talk. It's about music and stories, old and new. And, of course, tonight we're talking to musicians. We have one of our new local bands in town, Lariat, of course, established 2024. We've got talking about shows coming up, shows in the past, and Josh, you are a founding member of the band Lariat. Let's talk a little bit about that. We have Dylan Alford, another member as well, here with us. So excited to talk about a new band here in town.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Which now Dylan, he come up with the name. He drives a Ford, so I guess he wanted the Lariat edition. I don't know.
Well, I drive a Ford Ranger, and I always wanted a F-150 Lariat, and I'm too poor. So
Ford Ranger.
Since I couldn't afford the truck, I said we'll name our band Lariat.
There you go. Nice. The band Lariat, of course, you guys have been busy. You kind of hit the ground running. Dylan, both of you guys have been in bands before. What do you like about this band? I know one thing, you're very busy.
Yeah.
What's another thing? But you know.
Well, we all kind of gel. There's no bickering and fussing and fighting and showing up to the show like, oh, I don't want to be around these guys. We actually enjoy playing with one another, and we vibe good together. The music's good, so I'm having a good time with it.
Well, I like the fact to hear that a lot of venues are open for bands to come in. You played from one end of the state to the other, Josh. Tell us a little bit about that. You know, different venues, and you've done casinos.
Yeah, so we've been playing. We did Tunica Casino at Gold Strike. That was about 3 weeks ago, probably.
Something like that, yeah.
And man,
it was a two-nighter. That was a good time.
It's very nice. I mean, we sound checked in like 5 minutes. I mean, they know what they're doing. You just get up there and they get you dialed in and so we learned, like, we do a lot of 90s country cover stuff, and we are doing some songwriting also. But we've noticed in the casino world, there's not a lot of 90s country bands out there, so I think they really enjoyed the 90s country.
A lot of that stuff's coming back. You and I, Dylan, you've talked a little bit, you and I, about the music and what's kind of current now. You also talked to me a little bit about songwriting and getting into that. I encourage you to do that. How is that going? Josh said you're kind of starting into that. How's that going so far?
Josh is a lot better at it than I am. I'm better at coming up with melodies and chord changes and all that good stuff, but I've been throwing in a word or two here and there. Josh has got a song he's working on now. I don't want to say the name as to. Yeah, right. I want to keep it mysterious, but we're working. I'm trying.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What we talked about, he was saying, man, how about co-writing, and I love co-writing because there's other people in. You go to the playground, it's more fun when people are there playing with you. That's kind of the way I look at that. But he was talking about songwriting, and I said, man, I know the way this guy picks, you've got to have a lick in there that you've practiced or that's wait, I don't know where that's going to go, but one day it just has to meet the right person, I think. I know you're full of those things.
Yeah.
He's probably full of little licks like
that.
Yeah.
Todd, what are you full of?
You don't want to know.
Now, I'll tell you what, a songwriting session with Todd might be very interesting. Right?
Hey, I'm like George Jones. I can start my own steel.
Call him no show, Todd.
Yeah. No show.
Hey, I missed one day of work. Y'all hush, man. Come on now.
If it wasn't for that one day, none of this
The damn bar got built, okay?
Yeah, the bar got built.
Oh, yes, episode 2, not to get off topic, look at the new
bar.
The new bar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm
For
still
bar talk.
kissing Zach's butt because I got on the Elite Collision shirt.
Elite
This
Collision
is
hat.
by Elite
Because I heard that he said that he would fire me if I wasn't such a loyal employee.
I heard the story this morning about Papa Todd, who, of course, is our bar owner. And Papa Todd, I heard about his boss he was sure that he's coming in. He's going to come in 10 o'clock. He still had faith. 11:30, he had faith.
Well, that Monday after that, I can't.
5 o'clock, he's finally said, well, I guess he ain't coming.
Yeah, Brandon, that was so funny. He said, "Man, Zach, come over there, man. He's coming. I know he's coming."
He ain't never done this.
Little did he know.
Well, Todd, you did a fine job on the bar, and the members of the Jolly Beer Shack private club. They're going to thank you, and when they see this, they're going to love this.
We got to
Everyone-
get some cards made.
Yes,
Got to
yes.
get some entry cards made.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
I
we got
was-
off topic of Lariat. I'm sorry. That's
No,
what
no,
happens.
that's
No,
Songwriting, though.
I
we
did,
were into that.
No,
You
Go
know, I
ahead.
even had to do a welfare check that day. I think twice. You know, I got called.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, welfare check on your dad.
Yeah,
but
he
the
said, hey,
sheriff even knew about it. You know,
I said, "Hey, Papa Todd ain't at work today." And I said, "Well, I probably know where he's at." You know,
We got
He-
sawdust in his hair.
he was asleep on that couch over there. I
And
woke
that
him.
is a comfortable couch.
Hey, it's got to
There's
be.
no doubt.
It's got to be. He stayed in that sun gun all day.
hey,
Well, he
that's,
worked on the bar all
that's
night.
some of the best sleep I had.
I'm down there working on the bar, and you come in here, it's quiet, it's church mouse, and you're like, and Todd's here.
Yeah, I think he's got a curfew now.
I tell you,
Quiet as a beer mouse in here.
if you guys, you're talking with the band and doing different things, I hear you at different places that are opening up. Dalewood Bar and Grill, that's kind of a new place. Really happening, a hot place. A lot of folks are enjoying that. You guys drew a pretty good crowd down there, too.
Yeah, we played. We'll be there this coming Saturday. We played at Narkita, which is not far up the road. That was Josh about a month ago.
Yeah, about a month.
Everybody's like, "Who the hell is Lariat?" You know, we don't know who these guys are, and they showed up, and it got packed after about the first set, and they were just like, "Man, where have y'all been?" And you know, I was like, "Well, we've been around in different bands, and we just kind of all decided to put this one together." So we got good reactions that night, so I'm hoping it's gonna be even better this coming Saturday.
Another good place, of course, Ratliff Ferry
I was just
is
about
one
to ask
that,
how Rattler Ferry was.
yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
You make a lot of friends and fans when you play there.
Got one of the
That's
best hamburgers I ever ate. I can tell you that.
It's a fun venue, and then that would be a good place to try new music. I think if you had a
It's a good
song,
crowd for it.
I
Yeah.
would think that. I would think so.
How did y'all have a good turnout?
It was good. It's not a good place to check your snare drum when everybody's trying to eat, though. They'll let you know real quick that snare drum's a little hot.
Yeah.
Back
Hot.
it down just a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I had never seen a full production band there. Every time I've been there and eaten on like a Sunday afternoon, it's always an acoustic set or just somebody doing that, maybe playing some keys.
But now the whole band of Lariat is playing at the porterhouse.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about after
Yep, I think
after
it's
Chris
right,
Stapleton.
Yeah, on the April 12th, right after Chris Stapleton's
Oh,
deal
no
with the
pressure,
Ellis.
guys. No pressure.
They said it's at the Cash Bar. I don't know exactly.
That's
what
on
That's in
the
the front.
square.
That's where we had
That's
the
the side
Christmas
of the
party.
square.
So
Yeah.
there's a couple guys playing before us. Forgive me, I can't remember their names, but it's
Richardson Rush,
Yeah,
Barry Richardson,
Rush.
and
Joe Rush
yeah,
Trip Rush. I
and
think.
Joe. It's
Oh, is it Joe?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, good. Okay.
yeah. They'll be playing from
Are
6
we
to
doing
8.
fact checking now? I'm
Don't
gonna go
fact.
ahead.
It's a rush.
There's
I
no
know
fact
can.
checking. No
it's
fact
a rush.
checking.
I do know it's a rush.
Yeah, it's Joe and Barry.
Trent is our fact checker. I wish the camera.
Were
would
we
turn
correct
to
on
you.
that?
Among other things, I would like to do a good big shout out right now for our stage and lighting director tonight. It was a real big challenge. Jesse Jolly, I think he may be checking lights somewhere, but thank you, Jesse, for your stage and light direction tonight. Appreciate you.
And he
Anyway,
humbly says,
very
"You're
humble
welcome."
man.
He is, man. And have you seen him? He hadn't stopped working since he got here.
Yeah,
even,
yes, I am.
even people have been giving him orders ever since he got here. Thank
So
you.
we
Thank
were
you, Jesse.
waiting, not to get off topic, but we were waiting until Jordan got back to talk about the price tag on this place. Remember, everybody said, "Let's
Oh
wait
man,
till he
please
got back."
do not go there, please.
I wanna
These,
see the
these
man
two
that- I wanna
idiots woke
see-
me up and kept me up for like 3 hours after midnight fighting over this shop.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wanted to get that in before
This is not a
duty
shop.
called, so I just want to make sure
Because
I got that.
Josh
a
wouldn't
bar.
shut up. I mean, they just kept on. Dylan,
Well, think
going.
about what you could do with that money. You could go build a bigger
Exactly. Josh, Jordan couldn't understand
one. We could
that.
build back better.
But the last conversation I had, I told Josh, just shut the hell up. Let your brother go home.
I mean, that
I wanna
1.5
go to
million to buy a
sleep.
lot of bush lights.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because we know Todd loves the beach.
yeah, I do. And
Because who do you love?
but
You love Nick.
my two boys got in an argument over a hypothetical theory. that somebody would actually buy this place for $1 million, and Jordan comment, "Dude, you can't sell this place even
Would
for
you
$1 million."
really sell it?
Anyway, then Josh is gonna come in like, "Daddy, you tell me that you're not gonna sell this place for $1 million." I was like, "Son, leave your brother alone. You know the damn answer to this question. Shut the hell up. Let him go home and go to bed."
Well, that night Clint was here, we were getting ready to tell him. I was asked, and Josh was like, "Let's wait till Jordan gets back. Wait till Jordan gets back, bring it up."
So
We can go on the next
that and
podcast.
Flat Earth, them are the two good
Oh,
conversations.
don't even get Jordan started about the damn flat earth.
Flat
Hell
earth.
no.
Well, we did want to have Jordan in the
We'll
house
get to
tonight.
it. Tell about it.
And
when
he
we
is
had on-
here.
Yeah, he is here
All right,
tonight.
I'm ready.
We've got all the Jolly Boys here together.
Yeah,
in
Jody
one-
ain't here
in one
tonight.
building. Jody's not here.
Jody will be back whenever he goes back to West Texas.
Jody can't come this week.
No, Jody knows where to stay.
Oh, Jody
Jody
Jolly.
knows Jordan's schedule.
Jody Jolly know how to do
Call
now.
up Jody on
Lord,
the
now I feel
telephone.
now I feel like crap because I was asking him how long he's home for and he was leaving because he was talking about work and I'm like, well, so when you have to leave? And now I am not Jody.
Don't talk about
Yeah, he got a
That's not my
15-hour
alter
drive.
ego.
And he's on
I
Ride
come with a
360.
lot of baggage. Nobody wants me.
I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you.
We're talking about different venues we play. I caught the tail end of y'all's
Yeah.
podcast from last week. We were talking about Josh playing bass in Fonsdale, Alabama.
At the
naked
bike rally.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
Do
been
you
to that
remember
once.
the fat guy in the top hat?
Yeah, the little leprechaun looking
Did
guy.
you tell that story?
No, I didn't get to tell all of it, but
I think you should finish off and tell that story about the guy coming to the
I was
stage.
so drunk by that time. Man,
We
all I remember.
Well, you weren't drunk. We weren't old enough to drink back then. Were we?
Yeah, hypothetically, yeah.
In Alabama.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things
That's
they
why I
like
couldn't
on
even buy
Alabama, they still
cigarettes.
do.
I walked in there and
You
You
can
had
get
to be
married
19
at 12
by
in
cigarette.
Alabama. I mean, come on
As
now.
long as you marry your cousin.
Yeah. And he's an Alabama
No,
fan.
your second cousin.
Okay,
Second
my
cousin.
bad.
Oh boy.
Barroom talk.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Fonsdale, that was the first time I ever had a deep fried Twinkie. That was pretty good. And then I met a lady with 37 piercings that was not in her face. And
Yeah, we seen that
Man, I
too.
bet her ears were hurting, huh?
I think we saw the same woman.
there was something flapping for sure.
Lord
She a
have
redheaded
mercy.
girl?
Did she
I
talk
I
with
don't
the list?
remember. I couldn't get
She
that.
a red-
It's like a car wreck. You're not looking to see what the car. You're looking to see if there's a dead body laying out. When you saw it, I was like, oh God. What
Yeah,
am I looking
this
at
lady
here?
looked like some fiber optic cables.
So
She
that
had wires coming out everywhere.
that particular night, we hired Josh to play bass, and he don't know nothing about playing bass. I'm just gonna tell you.
So you were there.
Yeah, I was in the band, and
I was there.
so we see this. Like I think y'all mentioned, didn't nobody there have clothes on? It was anyway. We see this real
Let
fat
freedom
guy
ring
walking to the
swing.
stage with a top hat on, naked. I'm talking about naked as hell. And I happened to just catch him out of the corner of my eye, so I walked straight back to the drummer and act like I'm talking to him about something. And he just caught our blind side of our lead singer with
you
his
could-
Abraham Lincoln
you saw
top
him
hat
everywhere.
on. Hey man, y'all know any Allman Brothers? And we was just like, no, we don't know anything about the Allman Brothers. Get the hell away from us. You know? God, it was awful.
But you couldn't even see it though.
No, he was
His
large.
gut hung over.
He was letting freedom swing that night.
But he
got
did
that-
hike his leg up on that first step.
Like
He had that
Captain
old
Morgan.
Dunlap, man. Billy
Tricky.
Dunlapped over it.
Tricky. Talking a few minutes ago about one of our first podcasts where we had a lot of fun. You were working in the oil rig.
Yeah, out in New Mexico, on a drilling rig, doing what they say is the American dream.
That's right.
Just working on a drilling rig, but it ain't all what it could up.
What it cut up
That's
to
what it
be.
cut us to be. Well, I'll tell you what, you keep on cutting ups. But hey, we had a lot of fun with you, and you were a good sport about this as well. Now the story goes that y'all were having a jolly party down here, which it gets pretty jolly, when y'all have
Oh,
fun.
absolutely. I mean, that's one of the, especially going out there, working on a rig I'm with from people from all over America, and they think that Jolly's my nickname.
Right.
They don't
They
think
think
it's-
that's your attitude and
Yeah,
your
they're like,
demeanor.
man, are you always happy? I'm like, no, that's my last name. I'm stuck with it, and I'm ill because I work with y'all. I mean, it is what it is. But, yeah, it's just one of them things.
They think that this is just your attitude all the time,
Yeah,
right?
what's your real name, Jolly? I was like, Jolly's my real name. You know what I mean?
It ain't because you
It
look like
is what it
Santa
is.
Claus.
It's not because I'm happy. I mean, but,
Dang.
That's because of your damn haircut.
Hey, what?
Hey, now, I
Hey,
mean,
look,
that-
I'm with
Hey,
you,
you
man.
just jealous that you just can't
I
grow it. I mean, hey,
had Back
Yeah,
in
I-
in the late '80s, remember?
did.
Guys would let
Hey,
their hair
had-
grow long.
One of the
The
cool
word "had" is just like the word "if." It's a big word, but they ain't but 2 or 3 letters. I mean, it's one
Now, I don't have no hair no more, but I did have the perm. I did. I
Let me
actually
tell
grew
you
my
this,
hair long enough
Jordan.
to grow a perm.
And,
Jolly with a perm.
and I'm going to tell you this. When I saw a picture of your dad at your age, he looked just like you. Exactly like you.
just like peaking in high school. That's
So
all
I'm
it
telling
was.
you want to look into the future? You want to see into the future?
No.
Let's look right
I
over
don't
there.
know.
There it is, right there.
He gonna have to wear a hat.
Well, I grow the best beard, but I have to keep mine shaved.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
like
even
that.
grow hair, much less a beard.
We even got a cast member tuning in.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's our engineer.
And
Light
we do want to again. I want to give props. And I don't know if this will get edited out or not, but one of the younger Jollies is our stage and lighting director for the Jollies Beer Shack production. That's Jesse Jolly. And,
Without him, we couldn't do it.
Jesse, thank you for your help. He's been taking orders ever since we got here. So good job, son. All right,
Oh,
let's
we got to get the thing that you got at the radio station with the crickets and the
the little
applause.
sound.
Oh man,
Little sound
Man, the
effect.
sound
Yes.
effects, no doubt, no doubt. Well, Jolly's Beer Shack's been a place where you guys have gathered. Friends have come. They've had a lot of parties. Now, 2 of our members here on the panel are either law enforcement currently or former law enforcement. We're not really sure on how that is right now. And I'm going to take the fifth on that one. But both of you guys are in law enforcement. But a story came up a few minutes ago that was pretty funny about a party going on. I believe somebody said it was Carly's birthday party was down here. You were just out of the academy.
I think we both were.
Y'all both were like gung ho and just let me at them, you know. Somebody's assuming the position, but
Somebody lit up some skunk grass, and we didn't take too kindly to that back in those days.
it was here at the shack somewhere.
It was loud too. I was like, I know they didn't.
That's
Dylan,
bad
Dylan
when you
run
went to
off
jail for
half
weed.
the damn crowd.
I ran them all off. It wasn't.
The saddest part is, at the time,
It was Jordan
It
the
was
whole
half
damn
of my
time.
crew. But the funny part is that when he went to going crazy, I went to go tell people. They had already left. They didn't need my help. They didn't need no
Coaching.
nothing. They were already gone. And when they left, everything was fine. Everything was good.
There's about 3 people here after the fact.
Now's when we need the crickets.
I went to run and say, hey, you need to. No, they were already gone. They took the hint.
You know, we Jolly's Beer Shack. It's a family, been a family gathering spot, but now it's been friends, and we're doing a podcast from here. We actually have a bar, so that we're really moving forward.
I mean, it's
here.
actually a barroom talk now.
It is now.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's real barroom talk.
I heard Jordan did some talking on the roof of this thing.
Oh,
Man, hey,
Hey,
I've talked all over
hey.
this place.
Yeah, let's don't go there. Because if the walls could talk what Jordan's done down here,
Man, I ain't the only one.
yeah,
I
we don't
mean,
want to know.
It wasn't
Yeah.
Especially
Jordan,
for
it was
anybody
Jody.
that's in the Shelby County native that hung out with me. I mean, they know a lot about this place, but it's all
fun.
due to Papa
That's
Todd.
good.
I mean, if it wasn't for him,
No,
we
it was
wouldn't have these
sanctuary.
memories.
I mean, I done something. I
And-
mean, I wasn't able to do it for Josh because they're 8 years apart.
Right.
And I didn't get this place in 2010, but I was able to do something, and that was because if my papa or my dad would have had a place like this, so me and my friends could go have a sanctuary. Right. But
Absolutely.
you know, before y'all turned 18.
We probably have 8 or 9 siblings.
No. Anyway, no.
So you was able to do this. For
I was
them.
able to do it. I mean, I'm not saying it was right, but Jordan and all his buddies, when they had their driver's license, they had a safe place. They come down here.
At least you knew where they were.
They done their thing, and you can ask Nikki. The kids stayed here.
What he's
And everybody knew they
what
were
he's
here.
saying is he was amazed at how many Sunday or Saturday mornings he would show up and there'd be about 10 of us. Just
But
just
guess what?
asleep. But we never left.
But you weren't out on
We
the
never
roads,
done nothing. We
nobody's
never-
lives were at
Right.
stake.
and we were
Nice.
all
No,
of age.
hold
Where's
on.
the camera at?
Hold
We
on.
were all of age. Like
I know you
Todd
left at
did
least
not
twice.
condole underage drinking.
You hear me?
No, because
I
I drink
know
beer
you
by
left
myself.
at least twice, right?
I don't share beer.
Unfortunately,
I mean, he had
There's a
DUI
couple-
one or two.
Well,
you
there's
know.
a couple
Had to
arrest
go on a
records,
beer run, or
records. I mean, yeah.
But now,
I've left
I
a
like
couple
the
of
sound
times,
of
but-
that, of staying somewhere. You know, Dylan, I mean, you've been to many parties, and, you know, how many times have I been playing music and Law roll up, you know, and what we do, we bring them some food, you know. we taking them some food.
Here's your donut. Don't
Dude,
take me to jail.
no, dude,
man.
we take them food. But no doubt, but honestly, we got to know all the guys. You know, I mean, the guys would come like, hey, man, you know, they knew we were playing out there anyway. And some of
Which
them were pissed off because they was on duty. You know, like, dang it.
I can
You know?
relate to that.
Like
for
you're
sure.
saying, is him having us a place to hang out and stuff. I never had to worry about the cops.
Right.
I had to worry about us being a little too loud. And
then
Todd Jolly coming down here and threatening to change the lock. Hey,
Yeah.
your friends can get out. You
Yeah.
can get out too if you
Yeah,
don't want
right.
to act right.
But he
So, I mean, it's
but he
one of
was
those
very
things.
tolerant. He was very tolerant.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Except when Miss Kathy and Mr. Buddy called and said, like, hey, would you please go down there and tell Josh and them to
Turn the music.
turn the music
Which it
down?
don't help. We're in a holler.
That's
I mean,
true.
you could literally talk
And
out
the
here
pond's right
normal-
across the road.
normal-
It's just
You could talk here in
sounds
normal
carries.
voice, and it will carry to his high.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, me and Nikki used to sit out on front porch and we could hear their conversations right here because the pond. It was like a microphone.
And he thought we were being loud. No, we were just hanging out.
Just the way it was.
mean,
Yeah.
sound
one of them things.
reverberations.
It's
Oh, but I want to say this because I told Danny Hope I was going to throw him in there.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been for my boss, Danny Hope, when I worked in Kosciuszko, I would not have this place.
Whole
Danny,
body shop.
yeah, Hope's Body Shop in Kosciuszko. I worked there 15 years. Now, don't get me wrong, Zach's a great boss. I've been blessed. I've had Mac Jones, Chris Jones, Shan, Winston, and Zach. Zach's been really, really good to me. And I don't know if he loves me or respects me or he's just scared of
think
me,
both.
but Zach loves me. But
Yeah. Yeah.
elite ladies, and we're on Warehouser Road.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
no, Danny Hope actually bought this shop for me, and which I had to pay him back. I mean, he didn't
Right.
give it to me, but
But he made it possible.
Danny Hope made this possible, and
That's sweet,
anyway,
man.
that's the reason why we've got this place today is because of
Nice.
my old boss.
Danny Holt was where I met
It
Josh
can't be
Jolly.
now.
I met
yeah,
Josh
in
Jolly.
Kosciuszko.
Like,
That's
after
whenever
that
he
night,
was with
like,
Kicks
I
96.
It was another radio station, and Josh came by and stopped by, and we started talking. He was at a red light. You remember that?
Yeah,
He
that was
stopped at a
some
red light.
miserable days for me back then.
He was going to lunch.
I love Danny. He gave me a good opportunity, but man, I hated that work.
I worked up there one summer at Hope with Josh.
Well, he didn't make it long.
No, I figured out real damn quick doing body shop work was not for me.
Not your
Yeah,
I
Gary
think-
told me, he's like, I don't think that Dylan boy wants to do this.
I
I'm like,
think-
no.
I think I'm the only Jolly that don't know how to do body work.
When they said
I'm not interested.
when he said you got to work Saturdays, I was like, I don't know about this now.
Josh's big problem was
you work every Saturday.
Yeah,
there wasn't
That ain't
enough
work, dude.
Dawn and
That's fun.
dishwashing soap to clean his hands. That was his biggest problem.
yeah, I'm the real life monk. If y'all have ever seen the
A
TV,
real life-
Look, I worked with Josh that one summer, and we went to lunch at 12. 11:45, Josh is in the bathroom. He takes a full bath in this little bathroom. He'll use half a roll of paper towels, and he'll wash from his hands to the top of his head. And he wears shorts. He washes. It take him almost 30 minutes to clean up in the bathroom.
yeah, Danny
We'd
had
be late
saved probably
going to lunch.
10,000 a year after I left.
Or you
It was
cut up a
crazy.
perfectly good shirt. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
But
God.
I pieced it back together.
yeah?
It back together.
Hey,
There it is.
Yeah, Danny come to me and said, I'm fixing to make Josh buy his own paper towels.
Well, problem I was using them $high wipes, you know,
Yeah, the blue ones.
the wipe alls or whatever they're
Oh,
called.
yeah.
oh, you should
Oh, you hear the idiot?
That's good stuff.
but I mean, Dylan still wins in my book because he's got Josh singing a song talking about being in a hurry.
Oh. You on Hill
Thing
Lick?
was, he takes us all today talking about 6:30 for a podcast. What time we start?
No, he told me.
It don't matter.
7:30.
When I
course
when I
you
cane
bug,
down
you know
here,
that.
I asked
Yeah,
him.
he had to go on the
I
call,
asked him. I
but
said, he said we're doing
to get
podcast at
Josh to sing
6:30.
in a hurry. That's something.
I said, is this 6:30 Josh Jolly time, or is it like 6:30 like real time? Oh no, Jeff's gonna be here, so it's gonna be at 6:30. We kicked this off at what 7:15, 7:20. Definitely.
When Jeff's comes, I try to be on time.
That's the start of the show. I mean, without him, the podcast wouldn't be nothing.
Well,
man.
Exactly.
I'll tell y'all what, it sure is good to be here and being a part of Jolly's Beer Shack and the Bar Talk. I mean, it's an honor. We've talked about this for several years. I've come out here for years. We've talked about a lot of stories, a lot of parties, but it's just beginning. It seems like this feels like really good, really new to me. So I look around the bar here and I see a lot of things here: bar lights, beer lights.
And you
signs.
actually hooked me up with
yeah.
some of these lights.
Well, we try to, and if there's anybody out there that has something you'd like to donate to the Beer Shack, we're hopefully we'll have more room. You've got another area that you're looking at, putting signs. And
oh yeah, in
different
the front
things.
shop.
The game room, I guess we would call it. So, but it's really cool to see all the things that people have donated and the things you've gotten.
Yeah,
And
Christmas
that-
presents and everything.
Yeah, Christmas presents.
That also may have been the influence tonight that they were talking about selling it for $1 million. Because there's not a thing here that was just bought. It was given. There's a story to it.
Yeah.
One of the things. But hey, anybody out there that wants to buy it for $1 million, hey, let's do our stuff now.
It's on the
Oh
table.
hell no!
Y'all
Not after
joked
that.
about
No,
me.
not after
Y'all
that
joked
night.
about
No,
me for
this
longest.
place is not
No,
for sale.
let's
Sorry.
do it.
No,
We can
hell
build a
no.
couple of them.
You can keep your little $60,000 shop and turn down $1 million. Go ahead.
I will.
Yeah.
Shit.
So yes. So this place, you are definitely an heir. We definitely we did determine that you are an heir to the Jolly's Beer Shack reign. So that's always good to know, right? It's your.
I mean, none of us had no DNA.
That's your.
I don't want a DNA test. Okay.
Man,
Them too, I know them
The way, I don't know, man. The way
Them too,
that we
man.
act, there, you don't need one.
Nah, you don't.
You don't need one.
We jolly all the way through.
And Jolly's Beer Shack talking music, bar talk, and we're gonna jump back to our band. We got two band members here of the formed in 2024, the band Lariat, and you guys have been very busy, so busy that it's actually it's a lot of work to run up and down the road. To get all this done, you guys have been sounding good. I've been seeing a lot of clips. How do you guys get your sound? Who helped you get all that together and makes you guys sound so good?
It's just this unnatural. This natural talent.
Yes.
Man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's Fender amps, right?
Fender amp, sponsored by Fender. No, me and Josh been playing together for years. It just kind of comes easy for us, just from doing it so long. And then we've got great drummer out of Brandon, Mr. Justin Waite. We call him Larry. I don't know where the hell Larry
I never
came
knew
from.
his legal name.
Yeah,
so
we've been
I
calling
just
him
know
Larry. So anyway,
Yeah.
and then we got Jeremy Carroll from Vicksburg. So when you got two good musicians like that backing you up, it kind of makes our job easy. And we just stand up front and do our thing, you know. But it's a good time.
And we got a good sound crew that runs sounds for us.
Yeah, Shot in the Dark Light and Sound Production out of Meridian, Mr. Josh Junkins and John Miller. Man, they're fantastic. They do good lights and sound. They make our job even easier. We just show up and play. We ain't got to set up speakers and do all that crazy stuff. We pay them guys, and they make us sound better and look better, and we don't have to stress out about running mic cables.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Don't have to load up nothing.
No.
And you guys are the vocalists. You're a
Yeah.
vocalist, and you as well. So you've always done singing in your bands.
Yeah, sing a little harmony, play lead guitar. I kind of took on more of a lead singing role with this group, but it's a split between me and Josh. For better or for worse, but
They love to play wagon wheel.
we love ways.
Sing along.
For $20, we'll
Man,
play it,
dude.
Yeah.
If you can get Dylan Alford or Josh Jolly to play wagon wheel right now, you doing something.
Yeah,
Because
you can take a little
y'all
cash.
played that so many
Look,
times.
I
As
remember when I was
teenagers-
John Dalton or Jesse's age, and they would just go at it with wagon wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
It was before Darius Rucker took it and made it
I was fixing
mainstream.
to say it was before,
It was when Old
because
Crow Medicine showed.
when it was
I
cool.
remember
Yeah.
the days I'd be hanging out with my buddies and I'd play Darius Ruckers. They were like, they would play Darius Ruckers. They're like, man, you heard wagon wheel? I was like, dude, my brother and Dylan had been playing that before Darius Rucker knew
Yeah.
the song.
Yeah, right.
Darius Rucker was still in Hootie and the
Yeah, I was
Blowfish.
fixing to say, he was still
when we
in
sing
the
wagon wheel.
Blowfish before any of that happened.
But you
we
know,
were like juniors at Leak Academy when when that
I
song
think y'all
was
y'all
hot.
were still in
Yeah.
high school, and
And,
I'm 8 years under y'all.
How old were y'all when you found out it was a Bob Dylan song?
It was a few years after.
It's a Bob Dylan song.
Yeah, I knew he had something. I knew he took part in writing it or something. Yeah. Oh,
To
Bob.
me, it was a Josh and Dylan song.
Right,
To
right.
me, for the longest.
Well,
and
it came
then-
out of
when
nowhere.
They played at the Ellis.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but they played at the Ellis before they redone everything. That's after Ellis shut down, and what it was a ham jam, and it rained, and
And they
y'all
moved
played inside, and y'all played.
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
That was a
I
long time
remember.
ago.
Cause I was like amazed. I was like, holy shit, my son
That's
can
why
play.
I asked.
I didn't even know he could play.
He's pretty good. If you can get him to play and quit being the police long enough to pick up a guitar.
Yeah, right. That's the thing.
But that was always fun to me. I was very young, and I just knew that like Josh and him and Josh would do competitions, and they would try out a song. And Josh would always look at me. He's like, "Yeah, we've been practicing." He said, "But if we can't do it, we'll just play Wagon Wheel. We'll just play Wagon Wheel." That was years before Dennis
Right,
Rucker come out with it.
But now that trophy right up there was you and Dylan
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Y'all
That's what his
played,
daddy
Whis-
had Leather and Lace was his daddy's
Yeah, but
band.
right. But y'all played Dust on the Bottle.
What contest was that?
It was the.
We wound up opening for Willie Nelson because we had won the. It was before it was the Colgate. It was called. They went to the Country Colgate Showdown, but before that it was something else.
It wasn't a song, Kicks 96 song stealing contest.
He was way
Ah,
before that.
No, they
this
played
was-
at the fair at the pavilion.
Okay.
This was like 2007,
talent show.
2006.
You gotta look.
They went from opening Willie Nelson at Chris Staples.
I remember going to when Ham Jam got big or got bigger. I remember Josh. It may have been either Josh and Dylan. I don't know. I was so young, but I remember them playing in the Ellis before the Ellis was redone.
That's what we're.
Is that what y'all talking about?
Yeah.
How much have you drank?
Was it Magnolia?
What the hell I just
Then
say?
I'm 25 years old.
What the
I'm
hell
just
did I
remembering
just say?
stuff that I when I was younger.
It's wild that y'all both remember that, and I can't remember that.
Well,
I guess
yeah,
we-
no,
it's
I
just-
remember
it's
it
been
was
so
we
it
did,
was inside the that was the last time I had been in the
Well,
Ellis.
that other
Nick,
trophy, we got that at the Ellis Theater.
We didn't play.
Oh,
How much
Warehouse.
did you play like the Low Leroy Parnell song? I think that time.
Yeah, we did.
If I can remember.
I was fixing because I think that's the first concert that I actually remember
Yeah,
of
well,
y'all playing was
Y'all
inside
been
the
playing
old
together
Ellis.
that long? You guys have?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
hey,
But
we-
this is the first band we've managed to be in together.
but I
crazy.
remember
You've done
whenever
duos
they
and
was
stuff.
kids.
Yeah.
And we used to, when I had my shed at the shop, at the house before I got this place, and Dylan was sat there. You could name a song. Remember that night, Nikki? We was out there, and I kept telling Dylan, play this song. Dylan, boy, he just play, and then they just play. Yeah, he played all different kinds of songs.
How did y'all hook up? How did y'all meet?
I really don't remember.
Because you're not from Philadelphia. You're from
I think it's
Louisville.
No, I'm from here.
fourth or
I grew
fifth
up in
grade.
Louisiana.
Yeah, but you hadn't lived here. You went away.
Yeah.
I think I come with Heath Ellenberg to some kind of party at your house.
Now, what's your other
I can't
buddy's
remember.
name that you was very big?
Ethan.
No. Damn, I don't
Ethan Willis.
Ethan Willis.
Yeah,
remember
he's
you,
doing a lot of good things.
He's doing really, really good. Me and him,
Good
we
songwriter.
text every now and then, but
He's in law
He's-
enforcement now.
Is
yeah,
he really?
he's
Yeah, he works like outside of Memphis somewhere, I think, and up there in Tennessee.
Good songwriter.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to stick with the songwriting because anyway, I ain't gonna go there.
Right. You know a little bit about both. Well, now get into that songwriting. I'm going to encourage you to continue to do that. And Josh has been there and done that. So, being in that world, do you like to do it by yourself, or do you rather have somebody to bounce off of?
So every time I wrote one song by myself, and that was "It Ain't Easy." But we wrote like me and Brad Stewart, Nathan Spears. We've all wrote several songs together, and to me, I like being in a big group because you can bounce. I can come up with a line, and then somebody say, "Well, that sounds good. What about this?" You just kind of
can't
bounce
tell you
ideas
right
off.
from wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
And
just
it just
if it
sounds
sounds good,
good.
it don't. It does. It don't.
Me too, and I always like, you're gonna find somebody that you trust to be, like they're not just gonna shoot down every line, because I never really liked anything I put out there. I'll be honest with you. Every song I got finished. Not good. It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
My
And
favorite
that was just
song.
my,
That's how I think that's how all musicians are. It's everything you put out, everything you play. You're like, oh man, that ain't worth shit. And then everybody else is like, no, it's good. Just have some faith in yourself. But I think the perfectionists and all us musicians, we're wired to think that everything we do sucks.
Right.
It's
gotta be better.
You have to get past that. And once you finally get past that, that's when things start working for you.
Right.
But now y'all playing Jeff's song though, ain't y'all?
We kicking it around. We kicking it around.
One of the best songs I heard from you, Josh, was "It Ain't Easy." It's a very personal song, and I don't know if that's why I like it so much. If it was just something, just that I just liked the way the way you sang it. I just don't know. I liked it. Probably the best one I've heard from you.
Thank you.
Wrote by yourself. Personal songs. I mean, the Nashville thing says, "Hey, give me a hit. Give me something like this. Give me something like that." But and deep inside, you want to do something like you did, like it ain't easy, more personal.
Yeah, it was all true, true feelings. To be honest with you, I can't remember exactly why I wrote it at this time, but everybody goes through different things in life, and we'd all be lying if we say everything was easy. You're gonna have times in life where it ain't easy being yourself.
And also, Jeff, that's the good news. You brought that up. It's a good time to let the crowd listen to that song.
Get to know you.
You ought to play it.
Right. Well,
Both
we're
y'all got
being a
damn
little
mullets going on.
personal.
Nah, he's got the mullet. I got the mullet that he wants. I mean, that's all it is. But no, see, we trying to be
What the hell is
serious.
wrong with y'all?
We trying to be serious. It'd be good to listen to Dylan and Josh.
Sing a song.
Play it.
Let's hear a song, man. I think that's what we need
I
to do.
think our guitar
Absolutely.
tech is going to get us a guitar.
Getting a song now. Barroom talk, of course, music and talk.
Absolutely.
Stories and talk. So we're gonna hear some music now, and two members of Lariat are here with us. So we want to definitely let them do their thing.
They both got.
Every day I feel the same old way. It's broken up, so can't seem to change. Sometimes I wake up late at night and cry myself back to sleep. Granddaddy once told me, son, trust in the Lord and watch what be done. Soon your troubles will come you're for me, 'cause I will fly away. These burdens are finally laid. I'm the man I needed to be. Thank you, Lord, for helping me. 'Cause it ain't easy being me. It ain't easy. No, it ain't. It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
All right. Thank you, thank you. When did you write that song, Josh?
I wrote it in 2016, but got the did it in the competition in 2017.
That was the Mississippi Songwriter of the Year.
That's it.
And what place did you get in that?
Well, they said
12 out of 12?
yeah, they said I got in there, so
You was in there. Yeah, you won. Yeah.
I wound up going to Muscle Shoals. We cut that song in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, at Wishbone Studio, and Billy Lawson was the producer, which wrote one of his hit songs is "I Left Something Turned On at Home." It's one of the songs that he wrote.
We ain't gonna try that one right now.
And Shannon Doa did the harmony for me. And it was cool meeting all them guys, you know. And then Roy Orbison's keyboard player put the organ and keys on it. So, pretty interesting.
Okay. All right, we got our friend Jeff Stewart up here, the main man from the Jollies podcast. We're gonna do one of the old Pearl River tunes in here.
You want to scrub one off?
Yeah.
You know, one of the cool things, we did a video on this, and it did really well on CMT. The album never got released, but the video did really well. One of the things that was fun about this, or interesting about it, was we were going down to Columbia, down south of Nashville, and early in the morning we had a bus wreck. We ran into our second blue 1978 Trans Am. It was the second 1978 Trans Am we have hit on the road in a bus. But this was the second one, and so we had a little little delay getting down there. But then we went down to Saturn had they had bought a plantation down there, and it was an old house, and they had this house, and that was where we went and did this video. It was just an interesting thing where we had to run over somebody to get down there, but it was pretty cool. It was a fun day, and we shot this video, which was fabulous fun.
Hey, it's like my son's favorite song. He don't want to listen to the song. He's like, I want to see the video.
Yeah, he's a good boy. Got a good voice too. He's got a good voice. You can tell he's an Alford. No doubt.
man.
So I don't know the lyrics, but I do know it starts off with the chorus. Let's try that. Right? So give me. Hello, goodbye. You're back again. You never know. You just come on in. And if I know you, you brought some blues and a bowl of tears to cry. Hello, goodbye. You were on her lips as she packed her clothes. Knew you
Good job, dude. I couldn't miss it. I don't remember
It's
how
a
it
lick.
went.
It's a lick, ain't it?
I
Man,
learned
that's
it and I
pretty
forgot it.
Well, I tell you, I hadn't thought about that song in a long time. Thank you for that.
Oh
memory
man,
right
that's
there.
awesome.
Well, I look forward to hearing you and the band doing that one. So.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that key change out. I forgot how that key change went there. for a minute.
Modulate.
That some
Oh,
bitch
yeah.
is high.
It is high, ain't it?
Yeah, I had to lose.
Hello, goodbye.
I had to lose the tenor on that last.
You had to smooth out, didn't you? Well, you know, you heard me too. I wasn't quite ready sitting down in the chair, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know, vocals like that, you know, you have to get up under them sometimes, you
That's
know,
right.
to get them out there. Josh, you're a laid back vocalist. You know, how hard is it or easy is it for you to get out and belt one out? I've always seen you being so laid back and it
Yeah.
seems so easy for you.
I can get there, but it takes me a little time, you know.
Yeah.
I can do a couple of them. I mean, like we do a couple of Vince Gill songs, and man, that song gonna sing so high.
Mhm.
But if I do a lot of them, I kind of lose my voice. Maybe I'm not singing right. I don't know.
You know, and I had that issue with that too. You being a vocalist too, and, you know, harmony. I mean, I guess you guys aren't roughed up like some of the. I've always roughed myself up, trying to sound a certain way.
Yeah.
And I sang wrong. I'll just be honest with you.
It ain't.
I
It's
sang
very
wrong.
easy to do.
The one thing that really hurt me more than anything as a young performer, you know, we were in Pearl River. We no alcohol, no drugs during the, you know, none of that.
Whatever.
I know. I swear to God. And when we were on the no. But when I was young in the I thought I couldn't go on stage with, you know, the Toys or any other bands without some drink or, you know, to smoke some. I just didn't think I could do it.
Yeah.
But then we were in Pearl River, man, there was no way. I never went on stage with a drink after drink. No, sir. I mean, it was a job. It was different.
Yeah.
I would have lost my mind, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was already nervous as heck. But it's weird how we talked about how time changes things. But from one, you know, back in the rock and roll days, of course, you know, man, we were pissed if we didn't have a joint to smoke before we went on stage. You
Yeah,
know?
we're going.
And that's good. Man, none of us really drink when we. Man, I drank me about 2 or 3 beers before I play. That's kind of what I do.
But honestly, that's the worst thing for you if you're a vocalist and you really do use that, and you're gonna need to be on tomorrow night. Alcohol's the worst thing. It's mainly because if you drink a couple beers, you start singing differently.
Yeah.
And when you sing different and not from the right muscle, which is that one, it's gonna give out. This one gives out easy. That one that's the biggest one on your body. Is
That's right.
that diaphragm muscle. So it's a big one.
That's
so.
what, like them 3 or 4 nights that we do in a row. By that last
Night
night,
4, I'm struggling.
Oh, yeah,
it's rough,
right.
you know.
When we had 2 or 3 nights in a row, the one the set I was thinking about was that last one of the last night. That's the one I'm aiming for. That's in my mind night 1. You know what I mean? Because I had to manage it that way. I couldn't have a blast and get all funky and you know get weird tonight and expect to be there tomorrow night. And that just
exactly
never. Is it like that with guitar playing? Do you can you waste all your goo? You know, like on one night or
depends.
another?
I mean, I used to when I was a teenager in my early 20s. I felt like I was so nervous and shy.
You're just glad to get
I
through
felt
a song.
like I had to get screwed up to play.
Yeah.
And I finally got out of that in my late 20s. But like, but yeah, there's a fine line. If you drink too much and you start, you start
Right.
getting kind of weird. But
Right.
But it ain't as it's been more difficult singing and trying to play lead guitar.
Right.
You got to really watch it.
How
'Cause
about that?
if you do too much and you're up there, it's a mess. You know.
You know, it's kind of funny. I heard this joke about, man, how do you do that? It's called talent.
Now we tell you, the more they drink, the better we sound.
That's exactly right. Of course, always. But I heard was it Nuno? Nuno, that real hot guitar, Betancourt or whatever, the guy he played with several a rock problem. I think that's our light guy getting loose.
Yeah.
How much you've had to
Jesse
drink,
Jolly.
bud?
The spirits are in here tonight.
But he was talking about about when you become a player, a guitar player, some of the best times that in your life, when you aren't the best player,
Yeah.
that you're playing for the real love of music. You're learning to do it. You're learning how to do the things you're doing. That's some of your best music you're gonna do is when you're just a fledgling at it.
Absolutely.
And some of your best music, when it gets to be monotony or it's a job, it seems like that's kind of going against.
Yeah,
it's like the business of music just really doesn't go together.
Yeah, I know. It's like you kind of once you get to doing it a lot and you're doing it all the time, you kind of lose your inspiration a little bit. You might be technically better, but you're going through the motions sometimes. You know, where you could. I don't know. Back when you first started, you might not have been as good, but you were excited about it.
And you were trying maybe new things or something like that.
Which I'm still pretty excited about it until somebody asks for Mustang Sally or
Yeah.
Brown Eyed Girl or Freebird. Then I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
throw 100 in there and we got you.
Yeah. Right. We can do it.
Hey, why are you sitting here? We ought to do. I'm in a hurry.
Have you ever been in a hurry?
Yeah, do it. Come on, we need to hear
No,
Josh.
no,
in a-
Dude,
I'm
you know
not-
what the word hurry means.
No, you can. You can find.
We need to be singing "Living on Jolly Time."
Yeah.
Living on Jolly Time. He gonna be an hour late for everything. Anyway.
But he gonna be clean.
Jeff, get in here on this. Get in here on that harmony.
I'm really not a very good harmony singer.
Josh ain't either.
Yeah, I ain't.
I just never don't hear it.
I can't either.
That's good. You good on the
How's this mic sound? Pretty good.
like hell? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why.
Don't know why. I have to drive so fast. My car is nothing to prove. It's not new, but it'll do 0 to 60 in 5.2. So
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why.
can't be late. I leave in plenty of time, shaking hands with the clock. I can't stop. I'm on a roll and I'm ready to rock.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why.
It says I'm running behind. I better pick up my pace. It's a race and there ain't no room for someone in second place.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why.
Oh, Josh, in a hurry. I'll never.
Snap a picture of it. Bar talk and music. We've had a little of both of those tonight, and I tell you, I'd like to thank all our guests. Dylan Alford, thank you for being here with the
Absolutely.
Jollies tonight in the Beer Shack.
Absolutely.
Man, you are a member now, and we hope that you can pitch in to get our air conditioning for the summer.
Well, hell.
That's what being a member is around
Look,
here.
next time I'll wear deodorant. That way you won't be worried about it.
You're welcome anytime. We just hope you come back whenever you get ready.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you all. You tune in next time for round 3 of the podcast, Jolly's Beer Shack. There you go.
This is episode 2.
Yep.
Of
Jolly's Beer
Jolly's
Shack.
Beer Shack.
Barroom talk, music and stories.
Take one.